we're now joined by Yasmin Omar. She's a lawyer who represented the miners with the Society for the Protection of Our Constitution. Thank you so much for your time and good afternoon to you, Yasmin. So let's talk then about this judgment. It's a 14-page judgment. The judge found that you failed to place crucial facts before the court. As we get your reaction this afternoon to that court order, perhaps take us through where you think your argument fell short.
Thank you very much, and thank you for having us. So the judgment in the 14 pages sets out what has transpired since the application started. So it's after the exchange of pleadings started. So you'll see at the beginning of the judgment, the judge outlines that the applicant approached the court on an urgent basis on Friday, and pleadings emanated after that, after the hearing on Saturday. So you'll remember when we started off this matter, what prompted the applicant to go to court was the remarks made by Minister in the Presidency saying that we're going to take this very harsh line with the people underground. We are not going to assist them at all. We are not going to provide basic necessities to them in an effort to smoke them out. So the idea of that operation was to keep the people underground and to not give them anything, so that out of starvation, out of the need for food and necessities, they would find their way out of the mine. Now, when government then responded in their answering papers, it was quite a different kind of response to what was conveyed by the Minister in the Presidency. It was no longer that stance that we're not going to give assistance anymore. Government then told the court, but just hang on, we are doing everything insofar as the human rights of the people underground are concerned. We are providing food and water. We are giving them all the basic necessities. No rights are being infringed upon, and we're conducting a rescue mission. So you'll remember in the applicant's application, it asked for that precise relief. And here was government coming along to court now, doing an about turn from what Minister Ntshavheni said, in that now they said, no, we're giving everything to the people underground. So the court dismissed the application on the understanding that the state was now providing to the people underground these basic necessities. And what she said was, the applicant hasn't given any information, first-hand information from the people who are affected, that this is not happening. Now, for the applicant, the fact that the court has noted that the respondents are making the efforts to provide the humanitarian relief that we prayed for in the first instance is sufficient to success for the applicant. Had it not been for this application, the government would have continued with the harsh stance that Minister Ntshavheni promised would be taken.
Yeah.
So.
And I mean, Yasmin, the court, though, did grant interim, relief. We saw, of course, on Saturday. But still, the case went ahead. I mean, if you look at what the judgment, in fact, does say, is that the applicant failed to place crucial facts before the court, such as that of an alternative safe exit in the form of a Margate mine shaft, which has been used by 500 suspected illegal miners at the date of the hearing, and that the police have not, in fact, blocked the shaft as alleged by the applicant. So these may have been utterances made by the minister and, in fact, probably also supported by the police who were there. But in actual fact, there was no blocking of any exits, and also humanitarian aid, so to speak, was being granted by either the community members that were there and to some extent the SAPS.
Okay, so the argument that applicant presented to the court was up to a point, up until the police intervened and surrounded those entrances, the community were able to drop food supplies into those shafts, so drop food supplies sufficient for the people underground to stay alive. But when the police adopted that harsh stance, when the minister made that announcement, the police surrounded the entrances, and they did this. And this is confirmed by a host of people who've made subsequent reports. This is including reports made to the South African Human Rights Commission. Various political parties have commented upon it. Some of the trade union leaders have commented about it, that there was a blockage of the entrances. Now, what they've done subsequently is, after the application is done, they say, no, we are now making the rescue efforts. But The option given to the people underground, there was not a free exit, like the people could just come out. Yeah. The option given to them was that you surrender yourself to us, or else you die underground. That was what prompted the.
Yeah. As we talk about next steps, is there an appreciation from your client that these are in fact illegal miners? And as police have already indicated, some of them are heavily armed underground. Is there that appreciation that from a law enforcement perspective that they need to do their job in terms of apprehending those that do come up and do surface? Because as they've been saying time and time again, that the miners are not trapped, but they are simply choosing to stay underground and perform these illegal operations.
Well, from the point of view of the applicant, the relief that it's secured has been achieved. But what we have to remember is those people who are underground, and even the judge said this in court, we can't label them illegal miners. We can't give the term illegality to their conduct until they are prosecuted. And all along, it has been the applicant's stance. We've never said that we want to jettison or stand in the way of law enforcement. We just said that law enforcement must be done in a manner that is humane. So there is no problem with the people who are being brought from underground being duly taken through the criminal process and being prosecuted, and if they are guilty, they must be sentenced. That is not a question, and the applicant never stood in the way of law enforcement to say that those events shouldn't happen.
All right, Yasmin, unfortunately we run out of time, but thank you so much for your time and, of course, your analysis on this matter. Yasmin Omar is a lawyer representing the applicants in this particular case following that judgment.